Good morning, my favorite people. I hope all of you are doing quite well. I am doing a screencastify today to explain how to use the Jamboard, which is the next part of the assignment that we will be doing, and your next set of e-learning will be available to you later on this evening. We will have a Google Meet on Monday at 2 o'clock. It's either 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. I'll have to go back and look, but I emailed each of you this morning to tell you about that. Also, in the email this morning, there was a reminder that you need to be logging into Google Classroom every single day, and you need to be answering the question of the day. That's how we're tracking how much engagement there is with the students. That's part of the e-learning process. What will happen is that on Monday, for those that have little to no engagement in Google Classroom, I will have to begin making phone calls home. And I really don't want to do that. So I am challenging all of you between now and Monday morning to make sure that you are logging into Google Classroom every single day. For those of you that do not have internet and you're trying to meet this challenge, then I would highly suggest that you download Google Classroom on your cell phone and you log in that way, just so that you're answering the question of the day. And that way I can check you off my list as far as engagement is concerned. Moving forward, the assignments will be posted daily. They will not be available as a bulk set of assignments like that first set was. This also will improve engagement because a lot of you went through in one day and finished almost every assignment. And so it looks like that you have no engagement for the remaining 9 days or so. Okay, so that'll get you off of my list of parents to call. Okay, so let's get started. Let's talk about historical thinking skills. So we reviewed historical thinking skills at the beginning of the school year. And basically, historical thinking skills are part of the Social Studies College and Career Ready standards. So let me flip over to that. And these are posted in my classroom. So we talked about comparison, causation, periodization, context, continuity and change, and evidence. Okay. So your day one assignment is this. Students gain an understanding of the 6 deconstructed historical thinking skills found in Social Studies 6 College and Career Ready standards through the creation of a Jamboard. So the first thing you're going to do is review the historical thinking skills information sheet. The second thing you're going to do is create a Google Jamboard to represent the historical thinking skills. This is copied directly from the district, so it says your teacher has provided your individual working copy in Google Classroom, which I have done. And then on your Jamboard, you need to include the following for each skill. You need the title, a brief description of the skill, an image that represents the skill, one question you have about the skill. Okay, so those 4 components need to be included for each skill on your Jamboard. Okay, so now you're asking me, what is a Jamboard? Because this is something that we have not used before. Okay, I have created the Jamboard for you in Google Classroom, so it will make a copy directly for you. Okay, your first slide will look exactly like mine, where it says comparison. How are things related to each other and how are they different? There's a picture over here on the right-hand side. And then at the bottom, there's a question. What is the best and most accurate, and mine's cut off from the screen. What is the best and most accurate way to make a comparison? Okay. So let's look at these individually based on the assignment. So if you look at your historical thinking skills, comparison. How is the past different from the present? How are they similar? What are similarities and differences between various societies, eras, individuals, events? How did this historical event affect people of multiple and differing perspectives? How does this historical event compare to other events going on around the world during this time? Are they similar, different? How do different cultures respond to the event? So that is comparison. So let's go back to your slide. The first thing you need to do is on your Jamboard, you'll put the title. So as you can see, my title is here, comparison. Okay. The second thing you will need to do is provide a brief description of the skill. Here's my brief description. How things are related to each other and how they are different. Okay. The next thing you will need to do is provide an image that represents the skill. So here's my image. I wish I was as fit as her. I wish I had a career like hers. And lastly, one question you have about the skill. So my question was, what is the best and most accurate way to make a comparison? Okay. Now you will be able to create your own Jamboard. I'm going to go to the next frame because this is where you will begin. We'll go back to our historical thinking skills. The second one that you could do is causation. Okay, so let's look at the tools on how to use them. So this is your pen. You can select a pen, you can select a marker, a highlighter, or a brush. So let's look at the brush. If I choose red, I'm going to write hello. You see how hello looks with the brush? This is the highlighter. Somebody needs to grab the dog, please, and put her up.
Got it.
Okay, the next option is your marker.
She's gonna bite you. Yeah, because you made it ground.
Okay, and then your last option is your pen.
Also kick the puppy.
Okay, so these are your 4 options that you can use in order to draw out your words or make your words or questions on your Jamboard. Say, like, for example, you did not like what you did, so you're just going to clear the entire frame. Boom. You have a fresh Jamboard all over again. Okay? What if you just needed to erase a part of the Jamboard? Well, you would select your eraser tool and then erase. Okay? Does that make sense? It also provides a pointer, a sticky note if you wanted to write something in. Okay? And click. You could change the color of your sticky note to whatever color you would like. I'm going to use orange, that Clemson orange. And see, it provides your sticky note. Look, and you can move your sticky note around. Another way to be creative if you want to add something in. Make it bigger, make it smaller. The dots over here, you can edit it, you can duplicate it, or you can delete it. Over here, you can turn it 360 degrees all the way around. Any way you wanted to do it to make it fit. Okay? Then, if you would like to add an image, you would select Add Image. You could upload directly from your device. You can search Google for an image. Let's see. Let's look up just the word causation. Oh, there's an image there. Select. But it wasn't me. Okay? Causation is listed there. As with the sticky note, you can size it, make it bigger. You can make it smaller. You can rotate it 360 degrees. Okay. You can also duplicate it or delete it. Last but not least, you saw me using the laser pointer earlier, and that's just to point out things on the screen. You wouldn't need that too much. So if you don't like what you did, you can always clear your frame. Okay, and bring it back. You also have the option, for those that want a little bit more detail, you can change your background. So you can select dots, so you can line up your words more clearly. You can select lines, if you like writing on lines better. You can select a grid pattern, or you may want your grid to be gray. You also have the option to make your screen blue, background blue, or make your background black. Whatever you would like to do. As always, if you're not sure about where you are or you don't like what you did, clear your frame and begin again. It doesn't change the background, but it will get rid of the words and other things that are on the page. Okay? All right. So let's go back. So for this particular assignment, for each of the skills, so 6 skills that are presented: comparison, causation, periodization, context, continuity and change, and evidence, you need to provide the title, a brief description of the skill, an image that represents the skill, and one question you have about the skill. Okay? So for your Jamboard, since I've done the first one for you, you're going to begin on the second page. So you can choose whichever skill you would like to do next. You do not have to go across. You do not have to go down. You may want to do comparison and then evidence and then context and then causation. It makes no difference which one you choose. So what will this look like in Google Classroom? Let's go over here and look. So I have uploaded the assignment in Google Classroom, so it will look like this. The only thing that's missing is this video presentation, which I will link in your assignment. You need to start there. Okay, so what I want you to do, watch the video that provides instructions on how to complete the Jamboard assignment. Then open the historical skills PDF that explains each skill. Create your own Jamboard. Use Ms. Benson's as a guide. She completed the first skill for you. Make sure that your Jamboard includes the following for each skill: the title, brief description of the skill, image representing the skill, and one question you have about the skill. Once you have finished, you will submit this, and that's how your grade will be determined. Okay, if there are any questions, as a reminder, we have a Google Meet on Monday. I will post that information separately. Then once we post that information, once I have that information posted, it is your responsibility to complete the assignment. The assignment will be made available later on today. Today's Thursday, April the 2nd. So if you would like to work on it over the weekend, that would be awesome. If you're confused or don't know what's going on, you can email me. And then also you can check in for the Google Meet. I will be working on the video for the next assignment. Each assignment that we have not used a skill or a product for. So for example, for this one, we've never used a Jamboard. So for any assignment that's like that, I will be doing a video to help you get through it because it's a new thing. We've never done it. And, you know, it's kind of different. I am here once again for questions. Please be ready for the Google Meet on Monday. I miss you folks. I hope to see you again soon.